Hey fellow gamers, it's Cozy Mel with ByroneLanceGames, and I am here with a Palia video for you because it is patch day, patch day, patch day, as I like to say. It is November 4th, 2025, and this is our November patch for the Palia game, and I will read the patch notes to you as I always do so that you don't have to read them yourself because, it's always long. All right, this is patch number 0.197 Fall Fantasy, Home for the Harvest. At a glance, as 6 says, happily ever after begins with the harvest. As autumn's golden glow settles over Kilima Village, homes fill with warmth, gratitude, and a touch of fairy tale magic. Bring the harvest home with decorative crops and enchanting home decorations and share in the spirit of the season with the Bounty Donation Drive Bundle. Share a seat with your friends in Kilima and gather around the hearth for the new community event, the Great Palian Potluck. Complete your storybook season with the new Rapunzel Premium Cosmetics, Wool Mailbox, Mimic Sales Bin, and your steadfast Ormuu friend. All right, so you get to bring the harvest home. Adorn your plot with decorative crops and fairy tale inspired walls and floors, fit for a charming kingdom. Give thanks and give back. The Bounty Donation Drive bundle has arrived on the bulletin board. Sit pretty with your friends with the new interactable benches in Kilima Village. Gather round the table with the new community event, the Great Palian Potluck. And live your own happily ever after with the new Rapunzel Premium Cosmetics, Wool Mailbox, Mimic Sales Bin, an enchanting landscape, and your loyal Ormuu friend, and more. Okay, the new decorative crops and fairy tale decor. As the harvest winds down and the fields turn golden, there's a new way to celebrate the treasure of the season to your plots. Decorative crops can now be purchased for medals at the Gardening Guild store. Perfect for those who love the look of thriving fields without using precious gardening plot space. You can choose from charming planter life varieties like cotton, tomato, blueberry, apple, peppers, Napa cabbage, and beans. There's also a planter life dirt pile that lets you slot your favorite crop right into it. These decorative crops can also be placed directly into the ground or displayed in the planters and pots that were introduced in patch 0.194, giving you plenty of flexibility for your fantastic fall designs. Additionally, the items that can go into a flower pot can also be placed into a dirt pile, allowing for even more creative combinations. We hope these new additions will help you bring the beauty of the bountiful season to your plots. Okay, so these things are going to be purchased at the Gardening Guild store for gardening medals, and you know your instructor is Bad Drew. Bad Drew is usually found on his farm, the family farm, which is to the west of Kilima Village in Kilima in Paley, or he is sometimes found in Paley at the Ormuu Inn. So you know where to find Badru. So go look him up and then spend your gardening medals. You earn gardening medals by doing your weeklies. So there are usually a couple of weekly things you can do. For example, you can place 40 fertilizer on your plots, on your garden plots once per week to earn some medals. So for example, you might get 10 medals for doing that. And it will require 10 medals to purchase cotton, tomato, peppers, cabbage, beans, and the dirt pile. It will also cost 15 gardening medals at a time for Planter Life Blueberry and Planter Life Apple. So you're going to want to probably eat food and fill up your focus bar before you garden from now on. Even though, like, say, for example, if you're like me and your gardening is already 150 or something and you don't normally bother to eat when you garden, I guess you will want to from now on just to make sure that you continue to earn more medals at a faster rate so that you can buy these things from Badru. Okay, next, if your home feels ready for a touch of storybook magic, these new decor additions have arrived just in time. The floral fantasy and lilac stripes wallpapers feature soft colors and delicate patterns that fill any space with charm. while the Fantasy Cottage pearlescent petals floor gleam with intricate iridescent designs that fill your home with warmth and whimsy. All right, so these things are going to be acquired from the bundle board. So you will have to finish the bundles for each one of these four things. The fantasy wallpaper, the floral fantasy, the lilac stripes wallpaper, fantasy cottage floor, and pearlescent petals floor. So there you have four bundles. Each bundle rewards you with a wallpaper or a flooring. These new decor additions are the perfect way to bring a little sparkle and serenity to your harvest retreat. Okay, speaking of the bulletin board, the Bounty Donation Drive Bundle. Shane is hosting a special charity drive to celebrate the season of harvest and gratitude and is inviting all Palians to join in. As fall gives way to the chills of winter, you can lend a hand to those who need it most in Killama by donating to one of four categories on this month's bulletin board: crops, shelf-safe foods, supplies, including fabric, leather, iron bars, etc., and furniture from the Homestead Collection. Tish has a special thank you for those who help out, gifting floors and wallpapers fit for a fairy tale. While these item bundles and rewards will only be available through this patch, the rewards are planned to return in the future. Join the drive, spread kindness, and enjoy the feeling of giving as the season of thanks draws near. All right, moving on, interactive furniture items in Killama Village. Sit, stay a while, and soak up the scenery. You can now sit on benches all around Killama and soak up the view. While the sitting functionality is currently only available in Killama, more cozy sitting opportunities are planned for other areas in the future. So pull up a seat, take in the sights, and benchmark some of the best views in town. Moving along, the Great Palian Potluck Community Event. It's time to gather around the table. The newest community event, the Great Palian Potluck, is upon us. From November 4th to November 11th, that's this week, starting today, starting this afternoon when the game comes back up. Yay! Players can take part in this week-long celebration of food, friendship, and the end of the harvest season. Throughout the event, players across Palia will work together to cook a community-wide goal of 20 million delicious dishes using ingredients gathered through gardening, foraging, ranching, fishing, hunting, and of course, cooking. Join your friends for cooking parties or whip up your favorite recipes solo and help reach community milestones to unlock snazzy seasonal rewards. Keep an eye out for milestone updates shared across our official Discord server and our social media channels as Palia fills with the scent of celebration. For more information surrounding the event and its rewards, you can visit our blog post. The Great Palian Potluck is a reminder that the best meals are those cooked with friends and savored together. There's also going to be a Welcome to the Elderwood music available. It's music by Stefan Schmidt, and it's called Welcome to Elderwood. So it says, now your work and study playlist got even more fantastical and cozy. Palia's Elderwood OST is available now. Check it out on Spotify today. So if you are a Spotify person and enjoy the music of Palia, here's another one for you. If you prefer a physical copy, you can grab a Palia OST vinyl right here, and it gives you a button to click on. So for vinyl collectors, there you go. All right, Madrinas, we already know about this. They are providing a bundle collaboration with Palia again. This is the third or fourth one. So you can purchase some elderberry lemonade from them, and it will include a code with it, and you can use the code to get a fun guy in game. And those will start shipping in late November if you bought one, or you can still buy one. They're still for sale. So pre-order now. Okay. Improvements and adjustments. A variety of new items can now be placed on floors. This is including but not limited to the Alchemist Cottage deck floor, but I assume that means the floors inside of your house as well. So as for the makeshift collection, the clothesline, outhouse, pergola, umbrella, and trellis will all be available to be used on floors now. They won't only be usable in grass, is what this means. For Spring Fever, here, it will be the curved lamp, short lamp, pergola, small lights, medium lights, large lights, and swing will all be able to be used on floors rather than only in the grass or in your yard. The summer stripe umbrella, the lily rattan umbrella, the umbran swinging couch, umbran trellis, cozy camp canopy, and rancher's hay roll stack. These are all things that now will be placeable on flooring. So we'll see how that all works out. The premium store updates. Of course, we are getting the Rapunzel outfit that we saw last week. It is called Forest Fantasy, and it has a hat, top, bottom, and face accessory. This is 3,400. Palia coins are less than 35 American dollars. Then there's also a more masculine themed outfit collection that's been added to the premium store available immediately, and this is called Rogue Warrior. It comes in Homespun Hero, Monarch's Flight, and Shining Plate armor, and it's a top and a bottom. And it's 1,275 Palia coins, about $13, or you can get the whole collection for 25.50. So if you prefer grit over glamour, the Rogue Warrior collection features rugged wraps, weathered leather, and an air of danger fit for any Bahari Bay bounty or late night at the underground black market. Okay, so I mean, I can see that. However, again, and this is just my opinion, you do you, but these are overdone and over geegagged and over accessorized when actually what everybody probably is looking for is the prince from Rapunzel. So, that would have been very simple to do. Flynn is not a difficult character. Flynn Rider, here's an example of his outfit. Easily could have been done. Wouldn't it be great to have, some Prince Charming type outfits? Someday your prince will come. Anyway, there's a new emote that's been added to the premium store available immediately, and it's called Rapunzel's Requiem, and it's 850 Palia coins. Let the golden gleam of your voice soar through the crisp air. Rapunzel's Requiem emote invites you to regale friends with a tune that feels like a fairy tale come to life. Rapunzel's Requiem is our first emote with multiple song versions based on what you're wearing, turning every performance into a magical moment. If you use the emote without wearing the Rapunzel outfit, it will play the music-only version. If you have the Rapunzel torso piece equipped, the emote will play the hummed version. Wearing the full Rapunzel outfit will trigger the full lyrical version. And they give you the lyrics to the whole thing. And the music and the lyrics are also by Stefan Schmidt. So if that's something that interests you, and a lot of people are soothed by music, so that's another item that you can get that you might enjoy for 850 Palia coins. Okay, here's the big one for me. I'm so excited to get a new sales spin, and this playful little rascal is ready to stash all your sellable surprises. Hide your goodies in its mouth, and it'll take them straight to the market. Items in, cash out. Yay! As Palia's very first premium sales spin, it's both handy and hauntingly fun. Equip it through the housing menu under plot settings. It adds a fun, spooky touch to any plot. I'm just so happy to have anything in the whole world besides that big orange box. Yay! Okay, and then also there is the new mailbox that we talked about last week, and it's like a little sleepy owl, and then when you have mail, poof, his eyes open up, and he's all excited looking, and that means you've got mail. It's pretty exciting. Cannot wait. It's 425 Palia coins, and I will be getting that today. No doubt about it. All right. A new pet's been added to the premium store available immediately, and this one is the Ormuu, and it's a baby Ormuu in chocolate, ashen, or Arctic. And as you know, it's possible to have a license. They're a little bit expensive, but you can get a license from the premium store so that you can bring one of your own pets that you have raised yourself, one of your own ranch animals, out as a pet. But if you cannot afford that or you don't do ranching, here's a way that you can have a baby Ormuu as a pet to go around with you anyway. And that's for 1,275 Palia coins each. Okay. Because the Ormuu handler's license is 2,550, so like $26. So yeah, anyway, that's just an option. The next thing is a new glider that is shaped like the umbrella, just like the other umbrella gliders. And this one, I think it's supposed to be maybe the vines that grow up the side of Rapunzel's tower or something. I don't know. It's called the Rapunzel umbrella. It's clear and has little gold globs all over it. So, yeah, if that's your thing, you've got a new glider. There's also a tool skin that's been added to the premium store available immediately, and this is the Rapunzel tool skin for 850 Palia coins, and it's good for all 6 tools, and it does have the actual vines that grow up the side of Rapunzel's tower, all over the handles and everything on your tool set. And there's a new landscape that's been added to the premium store, which we discussed last week, and that is the Ever After Lake, and it's 1,700 Palia coins. And this is where you've got the beanstalk, like as in Jack and the Beanstalk, going up into the clouds of the heavens. And you also have Rapunzel's tower, things like that. So one thing I thought was very cute is that the stepping stones out front are actually books. They look like books down in the dirt that you step on to get to your fairy tale land. So I think that's pretty cool. Then there's also going to be a new store outfit, premium store outfit, that's not available until November 18th, and it's called the Lucky Traveler. The outfit name is Autumnal Wishes, and it's a top and bottom for 1,700 Palia coins. And once again, you do you. It's up to you whether you like this kind of thing or not. But for me, this is not great. This is not great. It's just bad. These are like it's like little poofy diaper pants that have funny crotches in the front, and I don't know. I don't know what it has to do with Palia. I don't know what it has to do with any gaming. Okay, so that takes us down to the bug fixes, which I'm not going to read because there is a giant list of them. So just resubscribe if you have not already and you need to. Some people said they didn't need to resubscribe. Some people said they did have to. It's Byron Lance Games on YouTube. I hope you will like and subscribe and ring that bell and think about becoming a member because this has been a really tough time that we're trying to get through. And I appreciate all of you that are supporting us. And I'll see you in the next one.